Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. I hope that you're having the best day, and excuse the lighting. I am trying to film with natural lighting just because it's too hot to turn my lights on and not have the AC on, so sorry that the lighting is awful. I don't know what to do other than turn my lights on, but it's not gonna happen. Not for this little short video. So today I want to do a follow-up video. Back in January, I did a video on products that I want to use up in 2014 because I'd seen my friend Kristen Game do it and I was like really inspired by it. I'll link my video down below so you can see kind of what I was thinking, where I was at, and what products I wanted to use up. But I want to give you an update on how I'm doing. So, some products that I've used up off the list. Well, I want to show you. Some of them I've already thrown away and they've been in my empties. But one of the things that I wanted to use up was Hoola bronzer. I depotted this bronzer. It's from Benefit. And you could see where that dark circle is. That was kind of how much I had used, was anywhere that dark was. So all this light circle is what I've used up. And honestly, it's just too hard to use it now. I'm pretty much done with this. I'm going to toss it because it's just really difficult to get an even amount on your brush when it's like barely around the rim. So I feel confident, I feel pretty good about this, that I can chuck this at this point, that I've really used it as much as possible. Yeah, it's just, it is, but I mean, I feel like I made so much progress. I worked so hard on that, using this every single day to try to really like get rid of that. So I'm gonna check that one off my list. A couple other things that I can check off my list that I've used up. I used up the rest of my Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, which I was really proud of myself for going through an entire foundation. I used up the rest of the Benefit Professional Primer. If you remember from my video, I had two of those. One was open, both of them were open, and one of them was getting old, was the older of the two, I think. So anyway, I used that all up. That felt great. Another primer that I used up was the Miracle Blur, and I was kind of up against the gun with that one because it had an expiration date on it because of the sunscreen, and so I really worked hard to use that one up. And because I put myself on primer restriction for this year, I haven't been able to buy a new Miracle Blur, so I'm super bummed about that. I have a million other primers that I love that I'm using up, but that one I really like, so I'm sad that I haven't been able to buy that one up, buy that new one again. Something else that was on my list to use up was the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and I used that up, and that was in an empties video a while back. Always you've seen an empties video. And something else that I've used up was the Ico liner. I had that open for a while and I wanted to really finish that, and so I did. I'm really happy that I used that up. So those are the things that I've used up so far. But I want to show you kind of where I'm at with some other things that I haven't been doing as good at using. So here we are about 6 months in, we're at the halfway mark, and I've got about another 6 months to go to try to get these used up. I think I can do it. I'm getting myself back on track. One of those things that I wanted to use up was the Naked Skin Foundation, and I gotta be honest, this color was too dark for me in the winter anyhow. It's 3.5, and in the winter I'm probably like 3.0, and I had gotten that Guerlain Lingerie de Peau foundation for Christmas. So I was like seriously using that every single day, and then the summer came around when I was supposed to be using this up. CoverFX sent me the BB matte gel, and I cannot stop wearing that, so I've been using that every day too. So I got myself back on track. I got this out today. This is what I have on my skin today. I do like this. I think this is a beautiful foundation. My problem with this is that it's not long wear. I feel like it really breaks down after like 5 hours, and I feel like it transfers. No matter how much I set it, no matter how much I spray my face, I feel like it has a ton of transfer on it. So, but anyway, I've got about this much left on this one, and I'm gonna try really hard to use this up. Something else that I haven't been very good about working on, because I've been using that Hoola bronzer, is my Urban Decay M16 concealer pencil that I use as a contour. I also use that today for my contour. It's nice. It's a really pretty cloudy, like subtle contour. So I'm putting this back in the forefront of my mind to be using. I've been supposed to be using that Gal primer. I have not been using this. Got to get back on track for that. I've also, on my list was to use up my MAC Skin Finish in Medium Deep. I haven't been tan enough to use this, but if I start self-tanning, I can start setting my face with this. So I've hit pan on this, and I've made a little bit of progress, but really not enough to be proud of it. I actually might depot this and put this in my pro kit, so we'll see. Okay, something else that I've been supposed to be using up that I've worked on a little bit is the MAC Bronzer Nude on Board. You can see that lighter circle is how much I've used out of the hitting pan. I'm sure I've used some more off of the edge, but I really haven't made very much progress on this bronzer. I have so many bronzers. That's been my like thing. I gotta use some of these up. Something else that I have not made any progress on, well, a little bit, I've made a little bit of progress, is the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Aruba. This is like my ride or die holy grail bronzer, and I've sort of put it away because of the CoverFX Sun-Kissed bronzer that I've really been using a lot this year. So I need to get back on this bandwagon, use that up. Another thing that I wanted to use up before it dried out is my MAC Painterly paint pot, and I have made so much progress on this. I have been using this every day, but you can see it's starting to dry up and it's pulling away from the outer edge. So I'm just going to keep at this. I'm using this as my eyeshadow base every day. And yeah, I mean, I am probably really close to hitting pan on this one. Another thing that I put on my list to use up, and I'm not sure why I put this on my list, but I put on my list to use up Dolly Mix, this blush from MAC, but blushes don't really go bad. And I think I picked this one because I'd hit pan, so I had the best chance of like getting through it. But honestly, and this is a beautiful, I use this blush also today, and it's a really pretty like kind of sun-kissed blush. So I don't know why I wanted to use that up, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna use it this summer because it's so pretty and it looks really pretty with the Naked Skin foundation. So I think that's it. I think that's a good little update for you on products that I want to use up. And what I actually also did this morning is I filmed Get Ready With Me face on some of these products and using them so you could see me using them. So I will put that video up this week as well, and you can see how I'm doing. Now, if you're doing products that you want to use up, I want to know how you're doing. So leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what you think. So let's see, I have used 6 things off my list I've totally used up, and I've got 8 things left on my list to try to use up this year, in addition to all the other stuff that I've used up that's been in my empties. So if you think having 6 of those done already is great, give me a thumbs up. If you don't think it's great, don't thumbs down this video, just leave it alone, okay y'all? Anyway, you guys have a great day. See you later.